How a 19-year-old genius created Ethereum. Ethereum has literally taken the world by storm since its first launch, but the most interesting thing about this company is not its overnight success, but its founder. The person who built an empire from scratch, and that too at such a young age. He is Vitalik Buterin, the brain behind a very successful crypto company, Ethereum, that is one of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the world. So, do you want to know how Vitalik came up with his idea and what his road to success was? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and watch this video till the very end. At a time when Gen Z was busy gossiping in their teenage years, it might sound a little absurd that a guy in his teens built a multi-billion-dollar company all on his own. It was not just a company of digital currency, but a fully fledged movement that considered Vitalik as their leader. Let's find out how it all started. Vitalik was a medical marvel since childhood and got into programming just when he was 4 years old. Their family were native Russians, but they migrated to Canada when Vitalik was 6 years old. But even the stress of moving to a whole new country did not stop Vitalik. He continued to be his extraordinary self. When he was 7, he literally shook the world by developing a very complicated system of documentation that he called the Rabbit Encyclopedia. His problem-solving and calculation skills were twice the speed of what his age mates had. But such intelligence also comes with its downsides. Vitalik did not have a lot of friends or mates that he could talk to or share his experiences with. When he was 12, he started working on a rather simple game development in the coding language C++. It was his first step towards the gaming addiction because, after all, he was just a teenager with intelligence and resources of a well-grown man. Vitalik used to play World of Warcraft day and night, to the point that he lost the track of time. But suddenly, his life turned upside down when his favorite skills were deleted from Warcraft. He tried to contact the game makers but got no response. So he got really pissed off and stopped playing the game. This incident made him realize that the games are controlled by one person, which means they are centralized and that a person can make any changes that he wants. Later on, he went and developed a completely decentralized system in the form of Ethereum, which is why he often says that video games had a great impact on his life. So Vitalik continued playing other games after Warcraft, but when he turned 17, he got more interested in his father's profession. His father used to run a blockchain incubator, and Vitalik got particularly mesmerized by the kind of technology that went into the functioning of that incubator. This was the first time that Vitalik was coming into contact with digital currency and to the world of Bitcoin. Because he already was a game addict, the nerve of addiction was already present in him, so once he got to know Bitcoin, he got addicted to its functionality and to the fact that it can also be decentralized. Vitalik started his research, and in 2011, he wrote a manuscript for a magazine mainly covering topics of Bitcoin. In return, he received about 5 Bitcoins, but the price of digital currency was very low back then, so it was not a big deal. He continued working with the magazine and started building his own portfolio and came in contact with a lot of like-minded people. Once the magazine company was closed, he started his own magazine for Bitcoin info and became a co-founder of that company. The magazine got a lot of popularity. In a very short time, it managed to get about 1.5 million readers who were all Bitcoin enthusiasts. But as Vitalik continued researching and working in the Bitcoin industry, he found a few flaws in the technology. He was not really happy with the speed of transaction with Bitcoin, and it was also not suitable to be used on a greater scale. In 2014, Vitalik decided to start working on his own digital currency because he had all the knowledge he needed, so he started making a plan for Ethereum. He gathered a lot of sponsors, interns, and partners that helped him with developing the kind of technology that Ethereum uses. The number of interns and followers that Vitalik had were increasing with every passing day, and it took hardly a few months for it to be turned into a fully fledged movement. The followers he gathered were mainly from social media, and they started referring to Vitalik as the V-God. So V-God asked his followers for raising funds so they can develop their own cryptocurrency, and in a matter of days, they raised 31,000 Bitcoins that are roughly $18.4 million. He used all these funds in the development of Ethereum and made sure that it could add value that Bitcoin lacked. His company has faced a few critical times, but Vitalik has always managed to bring it all together and use his intelligence in solving the problem. He has also taken some pretty hard decisions. When the whole world was criticizing him for making the security of Ethereum extremely difficult to breach, he was busy overcoming all the vulnerabilities that the security of his company had. Ethereum is currently on top and is among the most trusted coins in the crypto world. Most people could only imagine earning billions. Meanwhile, just at the age of 27, Vitalik made so much money that he became the world's first crypto billionaire. He conquered every field that he entered, which is why he's called V-God, and he has quite a lot of fans following him, which is why he was ranked 22nd on the Forbes list of most influential people. So, what are your thoughts about this godly genius? Tell us in the comments section. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get latest updates. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, adios from our side.